It is Saturday, July the 6th, 2024, and I have good news to share. Let's jump into it. Follow along.
Hey, you watching, man? Right now, you're watching dcbornrob on YouTube. Make sure to hit like and subscribe.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC Born Rob Erasing Borders. I'm DC Rob. I have good news to share. Some of you already know. I've communicated with you in the chat section. I gave a couple of replies. Every once in a while, I get to. I've been so busy. I've been putting out some videos. Even though my back has been out, I've still been working. Just haven't been able to go to the gym, but I've still been working at this. And in the meantime, I'm checking the comments and then going through the comments. I have not caught up yet, but going through a few of the comments. And the night before, or yesterday, during the day, I noticed that there was a text that Christopher, the gentleman that we had been looking for, that we assumed was a vet. We thought he was a vet, and that he maybe didn't take his medication, or did he get drugged, or whatever. So the story was up in the air. We did not know for sure. But I noticed in reading the comments that someone told me that he had been helped and he's in the hospital, and that Danilo was helping him out. And I said, is this true? Is it true? Can you confirm? Send me an email. And I said, wait a minute. I have Danilo's phone number already. So I texted him and he said, yes, it's true. So I want to tell you the story of how this happened and what possibly happened, what the story is as of now, with the information that I've been given. We went back and forth quite a few times last night. So I could not wait to put out the story. A few of you already know because I communicated with you in the comment section. But let me tell you how it happened from the beginning. So I got a text from Randy. Randy is an expat who lives in Medellin. He's also a former Marine. So obviously he took interest because he heard that this gentleman was a veteran. So he had watched Christopher go down from a standard tourist who was just visiting Medellin, another vet, just a friendly guy. I've seen pictures of him. He just a regular guy, one of us, and watched him over a period of about 3 months just deteriorate. And looked like he had been beaten. He had problems with his leg. And Randy's even the one that shared with me pictures of his passport, and the video that you saw of the woman from Barrio Provenza that I converted in English. Remember, she said that in Spanish, but she was saying this gentleman's in dire need. He's going through some stuff. And so we never knew. And then someone commented, this is my friend. He just needs his medication. So then, of course, that twists things up a little bit, too. So how did he get in that position? Did he not get his medication? Or was he drugged and then he stopped taking his medication? So this is what I know already. I'm going to read a little bit. So for the first time, you'll see me. I don't like to read on camera because it looks stupid. But anyway, so after seeing this, I put out a video that same day or that same night saying we're looking for Christopher. If anyone knows this gentleman, and not necessarily looking for him, but because I had to clarify that, we're looking for his family, because at that point I thought only his family was the person that can get through to him. But at that same time, I said, if there's any vets, I want all my viewers, please step up and help him if you can. But vets, step up. And man, you guys stepped up. You guys stepped up. So this is what I know. And again, I'm going to read a little bit of it. So after asking the viewers, of course, he was spotted maybe 4 times. So this is the power of YouTube. I'm telling you, this is the power. I learned this when I was helping the Stevenson brothers get out of prison in Ecuador, and even more so dealing with the embassy. The embassy knows who I am. Dealing with the embassy with the Timothy Reed case, and just, I realize the power of being in front of some individuals that can make some things happen, because some of you guys are sharp, and some of you guys are connected. Some of you guys are expats. Some of you guys are vets. Some of you guys are visitors. Some of you guys are just concerned viewers. And man, I am so proud to be in this position. Let me tell you that. But what happened was, over the past couple of days, a Colombian retired naval officer found him on the streets after seeing the video. And he knew a gentleman named Danilo. You're going to hear Danilo's name throughout this because he's a key participant in just is still involved in making this happen. Now, it turns out that Christopher was a vet. He was Army. Danilo handles the Marines, or handled. He was in that office before, but he's actually working independent to help other visitors and any vets who happen to go down. But a Colombian retired naval officer found him on the streets. He had known Danilo for 5 years, so he contacted him. Danilo sent out a message to his group, and another U.S. Army veteran got him to the hospital. So as of right now, as of yesterday, he was still in the hospital getting the care and the medication that he needed. He did need medication. So Danilo has taken over since then. It should be noted that Danilo, again, he handles the Marines, but he's stepping up, and he stepped in this time to help Christopher. So please note that also that he is working independently to help any American vet in need there. So again, he and those officers, they've got to have their hands full, but good vibes his way, man. Good vibes his way. So Christopher is now at a Metro Salud facility in Medellin. He's being given the proper care. He was also robbed. All of his documents were taken. He was drugged allegedly by some Venezuelans. And there's actually pictures. I'm not going to post them here, but there's pictures of him with this crew that supposedly did this to him. So Danilo has recovered his documents minus his passport, but the American embassy is involved. They've already created a new passport for him, a temporary passport, and have it ready for him in Bogota. Okay, so it looks like Christopher was on meds, possibly for PTSD, and is now back on them. And I think it was a combination of being drugged and with his mental state, it just made things worse. So hence the reason he was on the streets and, acting as such. He was in Colombia for 9 months, and at least 3 out of 4 months he was living on the streets. Once the doctors feel that he is fit to travel, Danilo will escort him to the embassy in Bogota, pick up his passport, and escort him personally to Florida and get him to a VA hospital there. Man, you guys are awesome. You guys stepped up. Danilo, my man, bro, we got to stay in touch and see how I can help facilitate any assistance you may need. And just thank you for being there for somebody that I could reach out to, because I have a few contacts there, quite a few contacts there, and some are in the know. But we're here to help, man. And this right here, it don't get better than this, man. And I knew this since last night. I was tossing and turning. I almost got up at midnight and 1 o'clock in the morning, said I should do the video now, but then issue with lights and all that stuff. So I said, you know what, let me wait until the morning. So I'm excited. I'm overjoyed. I'm blessed. He is blessed. We are blessed to have someone like Danilo, someone like Randy to even reach out and say, bro, can you help him? Can you do something? And man, I have guys that reach out all the time, but it don't always work out this good. So for this to happen is a true blessing. I want to say personally, thank you to everyone that's been involved, everyone who has looked for him, who has spoken to him, who has tried to find his family. I had emails yesterday up until that point. I had to let them know that he's actually in the hospital. He is getting the care that he needs. And so this is truly an end of a story does not get better than this. I want to see Danilo getting off the plane with Christopher in Florida, taking him to the hospital there and getting the need and maybe even being reunited with his family. That would just be gravy. But it's all gravy now. I mean, truly, it doesn't get any better than that. I salute all the military vets there. I truly do. You are appreciated. You guys stepped up. Man, it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing, man. But I also want to mention, if some of you are in need of that assistance, please reach out. I've known a few vets over the years, and you know who you are, that have mentally had to deal with certain things. Now, I want to say this too, a lot of guys go there, and I had to tell this to my lady last night, that a lot of guys go there just to get away from American girls. And they may have had their heart broke here. They may have went through some drama or trauma here. The kid not being able to see the kids or the wife, because in a lot of states, the nod goes to the wife, especially with the kids. And then there's child support. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that a lot of guys got to deal with. You know what I mean? And they end up going to Medellin. And I'm telling you, I used to sit around at Sweet Georgia Cafe, the other one in Laureles at that point, and just the running thoughts were that everybody just wanted one thing. They just wanted one thing. They got there for one reason, and that was peace. We just want peace. So that's why a lot of guys go there, and I had to explain that. A lot of guys go for the girls, straight up go for the girls. It is what it is. Especially if you're in Florida, you can hop on a flight, go down for the weekend, and be with the most beautiful woman in the world for inexpensively. So I mean, but for the most part, especially the older gentlemen and the vets are going for peace. They just want peace. You're in a beautiful country. Again, I still say Medellin is not as dangerous as a lot of people say. Yeah, it's dangerous. I got dangerous parts of my city too. I mean, it's a fact. I got areas of my city I don't go to. Where am I going to go? The same thing. Why are you up there at 4 o'clock in the morning, go to an ATM drunk and Parqueada on 10? There's probably 3 or 4. You know the ones I'm talking about too, especially the one right towards the main entrance to the park on Calle Diaz North. There's a line out the door, and people see you snatching money and see you coming out the door. But now, what kind of decision are you making at that point? So, anyway, I digress. But for the most part, again, guys go down for peace. And I'm sure a lot of veterans go down for peace. But if you are one of those vets that have struggled with dealing with trauma and, whether from during military service or with a spouse or ex-girlfriend or children or whatever, reach out for the assistance. Please, I implore you to reach out for the assistance. The assistance is there. But I'm here to help. And it looks like you guys are here to help too. It's a good day. It's a blessed day. Christopher's going home. Shout out to Danilo. Shout out to Randy. Shout out to that Colombian naval officer that saw the video, reached out, helped him, and called Danilo and the gentleman that worked in the army that went and got him and took him to the hospital. Blessings for all you guys, man. This is nothing but a good day. And I salute all of you guys. I do. This is for you.
You ain't gotta know. The vets stand up, we ain't backing down for our brother in trouble. We gone to town, DC Rob put the call out, hear the sound. The vets stand up, we gon' hold our ground. Yo, it's DC Rob on the YouTube scene, helping guys travel safe, keep the slate clean. Got a tip from Randy about a vet named Chris, drugged and lost, can't be left like this. Chris Stevens, a hero, now on the streets, missing meds, can't let him face defeat. DC Rob spread the word, made the call for all the vets to rise, we can't let them fall. The vets stand up, we ain't backing down for our brother in trouble. We gone to town, DC Rob put the call out, hear the sound. The vets stand up, we gon' hold our ground. We hit the streets searching high and low, Medellin City, we got the vets in tow. Found Chris, took him straight to the hospital bed, and sure, he was safe, got the meds in his head. Contacted the embassy, got him on the line for our brother Chris. Everything'll be fine, vets stepped up, showed the power of the crew. When one of us is down, we know what to do. The vets stand up, we ain't backing down for our brother in trouble. We gone to town, DC Rob put the call out, hear the sound. The vets stand up, we gon' hold our ground. From the streets to the embassy, we made it right. Chris Stevens going home, back to the light. DC Rob the channel, spreading the news for all the vets worldwide. We ain't gonna lose now. Chris is safe, heading back to the States. Thanks to the vets who stepped up, never hesitate. Travel safe, keep the bond strong for every brother out there. We carry on to the vet salute for leading the way, helping travel stay safe every single day. The vets stand up, we answer the call. Together we rise, never let one fall. The vets stand up, we ain't backing down for our brother in trouble. We gone to town, DC Rob put the call out, hear the sound.